Inner awakening. Stunning health recoveries. 100% cure for depression, insomnia, asthma, fatigue, chronic pain, insecurity, panic attacks, and other major disorders. Awaken the Kundalini Shakti, the dormant energy within. What would you do if you had 1300% more energy? Disease-free mind and body is your first wealth. Claim it at Inner Awakening. Inner Awakening, a 21-day meditation retreat with rare living incarnation, Paramahamsa Nityananda, Nityananda Dhyanapita, Nityananda Nagar, Bidadi, Bengaluru, Karnataka. Contact
0802 727 9999.
Email ia@nityananda.org.
नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी दर्शकों और भक्तों का मैं प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूँ. So I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. And today, Independence Day of Malaysia. My blessings to all the people in the Malaysia and our devotees in the Malaysia. Blessings to all of you. Selamat Hari Merdeka. And let the whole Malaysia have peace, blessings, bliss, and all the auspiciousness and growth. My blessings. And today I have one more beautiful announcement. As you all know, Dhyanapetham is Nityotsava, always filled with festivities. Today we are starting our Ganesha Brahmotsava. So Vinayaka Chaturthi Brahmotsava is starting. (10:30 to 11). 10:30 to 11 in that 21 minutes. I can say half an hour. In that 21 minutes, we will be doing the Dvajarohana, raising the flag, and Ganesha's Brahmotsav. Actually, from today, 10th day will be Ganesh Chaturthi. The day Vinayaka happened, Ganesha happened. All the Nityananda TV viewers can join for live relay on Nityananda TV, and all the other TV viewers can also join in Nityananda TV. It's free. It's a web TV. You can join to have darshan of Ganesha and Ganesha Brahmotsava, Dvajarohana, flag hoisting of Ganesha Brahmotsava. And tomorrow morning 8 to 9 during the satsang time, we have Meenakshi's marriage, Meenakshi's wedding. Meenakshi's wedding, which will be conducted and enacted by our Gurukul kids first time. So today, Ukrabandiya Subramanya is gracing us with the Leela, Meruvai Sendaladitu Rangam Gunaranda Badalam. means the once the Pandya kingdom was caught with a famine and poverty, and all the astrologers said it was because of unfavorable planetary position. So Sundareshwara appeared in front of Ukrabandya and said, attack the Mount Meru with the weapon he gave, Sundareshwara gave, Sendu, and get the gold from Mount Meru. That will take care of bringing the economy of Madurai kingdom back. So Ukrabandya does the same thing. He goes and hits the Mount Meru. Mount Meru says, yes, I have stopped performing Shiva Puja for quite a long time. That is why I had to get hit by your Sendu. So he offers gold to Ukrabandya, and Ukrabandya brings that gold, and the Madurai kingdom's economy was rejuvenated. So this is the way the Lord Sundareshwara protected the Pandya kingdom. So today you can see Subramanya, Ukrabandya is gracing us in that position. I'll move to the satsang, Nitya satsang. Today I have some of the beautiful things to share with you all as part of the Nitya satsang. Some of my recent discoveries. सत्संग आरंभ करने से पहले मैं आपको ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि आज हमारे आश्रम में गणेश चतुर्थी ब्रह्मोत्सव का आरंभ हो रहा है। इस पावन पर्व को मनाते हुए हमारे संप्रदाय में आज हम 10:30 बजे ध्वजारोहणम करेंगे और कल हम मीनाक्षी तिरुकल्याणम मनाएंगे। आप इसका सीधा प्रसारण देख सकते हैं। सवेरे 8 बजे से 9 बजे तक हमारे गुरुकुल के बच्चे इस मंगलमय घटना का अभिनय करेंगे। Actually, today's Brahmotsavam, Ganesha Brahmotsavam is beginning, and 10 days it will happen. But tomorrow, the Meenakshi Tirukalyanam is part of the Inner Awakening program. So understand, Meenakshi Tirukalyanam does not happen in Ganesha Brahmotsavam. These two are two different things. आज ध्वजारोहणम का आप सीधा प्रसारण देख सकते हैं, हमारे नित्यानंदा टीवी पर देख सकते हैं। और कल साधना टीवी लाइव पर आप मीनाक्षी कल्याणम विवाह महोत्सव देख सकते हैं। All right, let's move to today's Nitya Satsang. Please understand, listen. I'm throwing one more sacred secret about completion. I'm throwing more light on the science of completion. Listen. If you are constantly struggling with your life, anything you touch never becomes successful, brings suffering, even with those ununderstandable, even with those failures which you can't grasp logically, you can complete. Please listen. You always think you can complete only with the things which you are able to find the root. For example, your agitation pattern, the pattern of you fighting with people. You all believe it started at some time. You go back to the root pattern and complete with it. It is possible. But I am telling you one more thing. There are many things which you logically don't know why, how, when. For example, many of us carry, what many? Almost all of us carry this pattern, whatever I want never happens. Whatever I touch always becomes failure. Maybe 1% if God fulfills, 99% He fails me. How many of you have this kind of patterns, ideas? Raise your hand. Now, if others are not raising, they don't even know or want to raise. Anyhow, this is, even with this kind of patterns you can complete. You can declare this self-failing patterns, self-rejecting patterns. I am completing with it. And always all of us feel too much is in our plate. Oh God, you don't know, so much is there. So much is there. So much is there. Too much is in our plate. We always think. Understand, even if you are not able to find when you started feeling that, even if you are not able to find when that pattern started, even if you are not able to find how that pattern started, even if you are not able to find source of that pattern, I tell you, you can straight away complete with those concepts, ideas you carry in your brain, in your system. If you think life has a lot of suffering, if you think life has a lot of desires which can't be fulfilled, if you think your consciousness is putting too much of load of desires on you due to your incompletions, which you may not be able to complete with your whole life, please understand, even with all that, you can complete. Even with all that you can complete, and the good news you have is your inner space by its nature can't be influenced by any incompletion. Unfortunately, you strongly believe you cannot hold the good space you are having. If you can't hold your good space and you will fall from it, it means what? Your good space cannot become permanent in your inner space. If your good space cannot become permanent, then logically you should know your bad space also cannot be permanent. But you don't believe that. You always believe your good space will be slipped. That will just get imbalanced. In a moment, it will tumble down. But your bad space, you think it's a default program. Good news is your inner space has no default program. Its default program is unclutched. Being unclutched is the default program of your inner space. Your strong belief that your bad space means negative, impossible, attracting more and more incompletion. That negative space you think is default program and permanent. That is wrong. You can complete with that belief. You can complete with that belief. Even that belief is an inadequate cognition. Even that belief is an inadequacy of your being. So, understand, you can complete even with that belief. When you complete with that belief, the inadequate cognition of your life suddenly you will see you are in your default cognition. Your default cognition is unclutched. Unclutched is your default cognition. I think our whole Sangha is stuck collectively in this mode only now. When I introduced all the 4 spiritual tattvas, 4 principles and power of completion, experience of completion, everyone was very excited. Yes, let me try. And they all jumped. And they saw some beautiful results. But you have a strong belief. Life cannot be a beautiful Vasanta. Our life cannot be beautiful completion forever. Yes, I experienced completion and the space of possibility and all that. But that cannot be default. I have done only this much sadhana, so I will fall back. So because of the faith that our default cognition is negative, this positive space we created by tapas. You fall back. You fall back. It is like that day we had Krishna's play, celebrating Krishna's pastimes. How we had a play that you tie the mud pot in a rope and take it up and down. See, when I raised, naturally it has to come down to go again up. See, whenever you ask, how can I hold on to the positive cognition? That is where already you created the problem, because you believe now holding on to positive cognition is difficult. Now no technique will help you. No sadhana can help you. Nothing can help you. No technique can help you. No sadhana can help you. Understand? Today, the whole Sangha should decide. They complete with this inadequate and wrong cognition. Negativity is your default cognition, is the wrong cognition, inadequate cognition with which you have to complete. You should know the truth. Unclutching is your default cognition. Unclutching is your default cognition. यदि आप अपने जीवन से जूझ रहे हैं और अपने कई समस्याओं को समझ भी नहीं पा रहे हैं और सोचते हैं कि ये समस्याएं क्यों उपस्थित है, ये कब आरंभ हुए हैं, ऐसी समझ के परे समस्याओं से भी आप पूर्णत्व की स्थिति ला सकते हैं। आप स्वयं पर संदेह करने के पैटर्न के साथ भी पूर्णत्व ला सकते हैं। यदि आप सोचते हैं कि जीवन में बहुत पीड़ा है, आपकी कई अपूर्ण इच्छाएं हैं, इन सब के साथ भी आप पूर्णत्व ला सकते हैं। और बड़ी खुशी की बात यह है कि आपका अंतर आकाश कभी आपकी अपूर्णता से प्रभावित नहीं हो सकता है। आप सोचते हैं कि नकारात्मक सोच विचार आपके अंतर आकाश की स्वाभाविक स्वभाव है, एक गलत और अपर्याप्त बोध है। सत्य है कि आपके अंतर आकाश का स्वभाव है अनक्लच्ड स्थिति में रहना। मनुष्य हमेशा यह सोचता है कि जब वह ऊपर जाता है उसका नीचे आना भी अनिवार्य है। आप सोचते हैं कि नकारात्मकता स्वाभाविक है और आपके द्वारा निर्मित सकारात्मकता पर्याप्त नहीं है। इन दोनों दृढ़ अपूर्णताओं और अपर्याप्त बोध के साथ पहले आपको पूर्णत्व लानी चाहिए। स्पष्ट रूप से एक जानिए कि आपकी स्वाभाविक स्थिति है अनक्लचिंग। Understand? Completing with the wrong pattern, inadequate cognition, that anything you do will have lot of obstacles, impossible, is Ganesha Puja. Understand? Completing with that wrong cognition, which you think as strong cognition, which is not. You always think wrong cognitions are all strong cognitions, which is not true. Wrong cognitions are not strong cognitions as you visualize. Inadequate cognitions. Inadequate cognitions are not strong cognitions. Completing with it. Wrong cognition is never a strong cognition. Understand? We have a strong belief, anything I am going to take it up is going to be very difficult. Anything I am going to take up is going to be very difficult and impossible. When you have that strong cognition, it is going to be difficult and impossible. Naturally, you already felt the tiredness in your muscle memory. You already created tiredness in your biomemory. Please understand, already the tiredness and boredom has become your default cognition. That's the most difficult problem. That's the most difficult problem. We have to complete with that. Completing with the pattern of impossible, most difficult, is Ganesha Puja. That is what is worship of the Lord Vigneshwara. See, Vigneshwara, Ganapati, Ganesha stands for possible. No obstruction. Lord of obstructions means when he stands, all obstructions disappear. He stands for that possible. Removes obstacles. I tell you, please understand. Create the space of Ganesha in all of you and remove, complete with the pattern that impossible, difficult, lot of obstacles are there. For next 10 days, this is the Ganesha Brahmotsava for the Sangha. For next 10 days, we are going to work on only this one thing, completing with all our impossible cognitions. Completing with all our ideas of impossibility, completing with all our ideas of lot of obstacles, completing with all our ideas of this is not good, this is not possible, that is not possible, this will not happen, that will not happen. Complete with all that wrong cognitions, complete with all that wrong beliefs, complete with all that inadequate cognitions. This is Ganesha Puja for all of us this time. This is the message for Ganesha Brahmotsava. This is the message for Ganesh Chaturthi. This time, this 10 days, doing completion. Anything which you think is obstacle for your declaration is Vigna. Completing with that is Vigneshwara Puja. Unfortunately, you even give up on yourself. Even this idea does not excite you. You think, no, I'll try, but it will not work out. I'll try, it will not work out. I'll try, it will not work out. Means what? You already finished. You can even complete with the strong layers and layers of negativity. The layers and layers of negativity. You can complete even with that. You can complete all the negative beliefs of your subordinates. Please understand. For whoever you take the responsibility, you can complete even for their negative beliefs. So, keeping Ganesha as the witness, with my integrity, authenticity, responsibility and enriching, I am completing for all your negative beliefs. I take the responsibility for the whole Sangha and all the devotees and disciples. I am completing. All the wrong cognition, the cognition of impossible, cognition of giving up, cognition of lot of obstacles are there. I am completing. And you will all experience the power of my completion. With whoever, see, for whoever you are taking responsibility in your life, you can complete for their incompletion. It is possible. Because the space of completion which you carry, the power of that will naturally impact them and create completion in them. Make completion happen in them. Completing with that wrong patterns. Understand, whatever you declared in your life, anything you feel as obstacle to make your declaration into reality is wrong cognition, inadequate cognition. You can complete with it. Completing with that is Ganesha Puja. This time, this Ganesh Chaturthi, my message for all of you is completing with whatever you carry as impossible, whatever you carry as obstacle, complete with all of that. Each one of your declaration should become reality. Anything you think is stopping your declaration becoming reality is wrong cognition, inadequate cognition. Complete with all of that. Complete with all of that. Today, with the inauguration of the Ganesha Brahmotsava, I give this message. Complete with all your inadequate cognitions. Complete with your self-doubt patterns, whether you can complete with your inadequate cognitions or not. Even your self-doubting patterns, whether I can complete with my incompletions or not, whether I can complete with my inadequate cognitions or not, is a one more inadequate cognition. Complete with that also. So the layer by layer by layer, all the cognitions which smells with impossible, no, not for me, later on, back pain, I'm tired, life is boring. No, this all after 10 years. I need more resource. Too many obstacles. I tried my best. My logic is stuck there. This is much only I can do. This is what I am. All these are layers and layers and layers of inadequate cognition, wrong cognition. Complete. Complete with all of that. That is why Ganesha is sitting in Mooladhara. Ganesha is Lord of Mooladhara. Once you complete with all these inadequate cognitions only, you will come out. Say, yes, I am here. Wrong cognitions are not strong cognitions. You strongly believe wrong cognitions are strong cognitions and they are default cognitions, and that is the way of life, which is not true. understand today inaugurating Ganesha Brahmotsava, I give this as a message to all of you. Next 10 days, all of us will complete all the inadequate cognitions, wrong cognitions, the cognition of impossibility, I cannot, I don't, I won't, the cognitions of obstacles. We will complete with all that. We will complete with all that. And completion with all these inadequate and wrong cognitions is the real Ganesh Chaturthi Brahmotsava this time for all of us. That is Ganesh Puja for our whole Sangha. Let us start Ganesha Brahmotsava from today. And with my integrity, authenticity, responsibility and enriching, keeping Mahaganapati as witness, I complete for all of your inadequate cognitions, all your impossible cognitions, all your cognitions of it is not possible or impossible or obstacles. I complete for all of you. I bless you all with integrity, authenticity, responsibility and enriching. Let you all experience the power of completion. Completion with all the obstacles and completion with all the impossible cognitions and create possibility and fulfill your declarations. With this, I'll move to the next segment of the morning satsang, Nirahara Samyama. Let's move to the Nirahara Samyama. Before that, I have an announcement. Tomorrow, 18th batch, next batch, Nirahara Samyama level 1 is starting. If you want to enroll, it's a free program. You can register by visiting nityananda.org/events or call 918027279999. कल हम निराहार संयमा लेवल 1 का आरंभ कर रहे हैं, कॉल कीजिए। अब हम आज के निराहार संयमा ध्यान में प्रवेश करेंगे। सीधी तरह से बैठ जाइए और चेतना स्थिति के साथ कल्पना कीजिए कि आप बिड़ती वटवृक्ष बन गए हैं। इस कल्पना के साथ आप अपने दोनों नासिकाओं और मुंह के द्वारा सांस अंदर लीजिए। जितनी देर सांस को आप अपने अंदर बांध कर रख सकते हैं, उतनी देर आप अपने अंदर सांस को बांध कर रखिए। जब आप सांस को और बांध कर नहीं रख पा रहे हैं, तब आप अपने मुंह बंद कर सांस को अपनी दोनों नासिकाओं द्वारा धीरे से छोड़ दीजिए। आप में अपनी पूरे संपूर्ण श्रद्धा, उत्तरदायित्व और लाभान्वित करने के 4 तत्वों के साथ आशीर्वाद देता हूँ कि आप सबकी कुंडलिनी शक्ति जागृत हो जाए और आप सब अपने जीव ऊर्जा को सीधे आकाश और वायु से उत्पन्न करें। अब क्रिया आरंभ कीजिए और इस क्रिया को लगातार 21 मिनट तक कीजिए। With this, I move to the Nirahara Samyama. I request all the participants sit straight, close your eyes, cognize you have become Bididi Kalpavriksha, living, alive. Inhale through both the nostrils and the mouth Hold as long as you can. And exhale through both the nostrils. Do this Kriya continuously for next 21 minutes as comfortably as possible. With this, I bless you all. Let you all experience intense completion. Let you all experience intense Kundalini awakening and produce the energy directly from the space. Let you all live health, bliss and enlightenment. Namah Shivaya. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nityananda.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.